Hey friends, so good to see you. It's Thursday. That means it's time for the Tarot Topics Weekly Newsletter Recap, where we talk about the newsletter and do readings on that topic. I'm glad to see so many of you here already. I do want to remind you we have a class tonight. We're doing mundane meanings for major arcana cards. Tonight, 7 p.m., the link is already up. Please join us, or if you can't, make sure you watch the replay. It's going to be a very solid class to help with your tarot practice. I'm Christiana Gaudet. I am your tarot fairy godmother, and I'm so happy to see you here today. So as you know, the Tarot Topic Weekly Newsletter comes into your inbox every Wednesday. If you did not know this, or if you are not a subscriber, there is a link in the description to read this week's newsletter. And from there, you can go ahead and subscribe right there on my website. So it's a different topic each week. And this week, our topic is doing our work. And, specifically, that work that we refer to as the work, which is our deep introspection, our shadow work, our underworld journeying, our work of accountability. And there's a lot of different ways to do that. But I think in a lot of ways, the world separates into two kinds of people. People who are willing to do their work and people who are not. On the other hand, and this was sort of what the newsletter was about to some extent, I think those of us who have committed to this work and those of us actively in the spiritual community, in the divining community, I think sometimes we never give ourselves a break. We're always about, what do I need to be releasing? What do I need to be working on? And I'm not sure we need to be doing the work of great personal healing, growth, and development every minute of every day. I mean, on some esoteric level, if we're committed to that, of course we are. But in a focused way, I think there's got to be times when we focus on more mundane things. And there's got to be times when we're just happy with where we're at. And there's got to be times when we're just having fun. So today I want to do readings on this topic. Obviously, it's a broad topic, and some of you have literally taken the word work to mean job or any kind of work, and I'm happy to answer those questions too. So whatever the question is about whatever kind of work we're doing or not doing, or people who are doing their work or people who are not doing their work, that's what we're going to talk about. All right, let's go over to CardCan, where you can see, no great surprise, here's the Wiser Tarot. Let's get going. Kathy, I really appreciate the topic of the newsletter this week. That balance is so important, yet so easy to forget. And, this is the thing, and there's a balance, there's the people who are never self-reflective, right? Never willing to admit they're wrong, never willing to make a change. And then there are those people who are okay, what do I need to work on now? What do I need to change now? Where they feel like they are never good enough. If we could just take some of this and put it over here, it would be better for everybody. But we can't. All right. So I see Caroline McLaughlin first. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. The first question I see is Joyous Ocean. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. What do the cards say for the work I should be doing on the regular? I'm good at taking breaks and playing. You are. You absolutely are. I am not the best on consistent ways of growth. Well, and see, this is do you need to be? Do we need to be? I think there is this thing, and especially because I know you come from a yogic perspective as well. And there is this thing with yoga, with music, with meditation, with certain practices where there really is value in the repetition and in the doing. Every Wednesday at 5 p.m., I do this. Every day at 6 a.m., I do this. And there is value to that. Although what I'm hearing you say is that you're not good at that, but you'd like to be. And so I think the first question there is, would that kind of consistency that we know can be a valuable practice, would it benefit you to learn that? I don't know. Meh, meh, meh. I'm going to say you're a grown-up now. And you are always, whether you're sitting with your feet up watching TV, whether you're doing yoga, whether you're dancing, whether you're writing, whatever you're doing, journaling, meditation, one way or the other, it is serving that basic growth and healing. Do I think there is something you need to choose to be more consistent with? Yes, being patient with yourself and recognize that you're showing up just fine. Okay. Trey Cameron, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. You are you're the next question. I'm just looking for feedbacks and stuff. Okay, Trey, let's do you. I've been on a break from writing for a while. I feel as though I can start again. Is there truly any potential there? Any advice from Spirit? So this is like, in a way, I think it is your spiritual work, but there's also like a legit career question here, which is fine. Legit career questions are fine for today if you have one of those too. So potential for you to be a successful writer. Well, not if you don't do it. Not if you're sitting here saying, well, is it really worth it? And of course, now I have Missy Elliott in my head. Is it worth it? Let me work it, which is kind of what I want you to do. Sorry, that was like really stupid and bad. I'm really sorry. Cringe. All right, sorry. Anyway, the point is, don't write based on its potential for success. Write because there's something within you that needs to come out, and then see what happens. And that's me not saying that there won't be success. That's me saying, Trey, you will always go back and forth depending on mood and what day it is, right? You will always go back and forth on, I'm good at this and I'm not good at this. And there is potential here and this is a waste of my time and energy. You're always going to go back and forth between all those things. So why even have that question on the table? Take that question off the table and just do it. Because it's there to be done. Trey, so bizarre. I was listening to that exact song, Missy Elliott, Work It, early last night. I really love that song. I have to tell you. That's so funny. So there you go. My gift to you. A Missy Elliott song to inspire you. I know that when she wrote it, she did not write it about writing. I do understand this. All right. What are the odds of that? Well, especially since it's not like in the top rotation. I would say, I would say that there was a nice little psychic connection we had right there. Absolutely. All right. Aria Wilson, good to see you. Thanks for being here. What advice does Spirit have for me when I feel bad that I haven't done the work? Well, you can make yourself feel conflicted and miserable if you want, or you could choose to do something different. Like it's your choice to beat yourself up. No one else is beating you up. Maybe someone has in the past. Maybe there's a reason why you're hard on yourself. Maybe other people have been hard on you. But what does life look like if you choose to be kind to yourself? If you treat yourself with the same kindness and grace that you would treat a friend? What does life look like and feel like then? And so you choose. Which one of these do you prefer? Would you rather be John Travolta in a green hat? Or would you rather be a bunch of people with sticks? I'm sorry. But you know what I mean, okay? Really. This is a card of conflict and chaos. This is a card of happiness and fulfillment. Which do you choose? Okay. Alon. This is a question about career. Happy to do it. What work field? Sorry. The work field I'm currently in is not something which I want to do long term. What do the cards say? Which field would be good for me other than IT? Okay. So other than IT, honestly, you would be good in engineering. You should look at engineering. Seriously. Also, finance, banking, financial services could also be a good one for you. All right. Madiha Ness, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. Great to see you. Now this is a spiritual and career question. I love this. I love my work, but it's not personal, not healing. Will I be able to go to a more personal healing side of my career and also make ends meet? Not immediately, no. No, not right now. Right now, you have to appreciate what's good about where you're at. In the long run, yes, there will be a time and place for that. And you may need to prepare for that. There may be some training or education that you need to do. Maybe you're doing that right now, being here. But yes, in the long run, yes. All right. Kimmy, good to see you. As you know, I'm having trouble conceiving. I'm working with a doctor to get my physical body in a better place. Is there any areas of shadow work coming up as needing attention? Fair. Yeah. I'm going to say this. You'll understand it. No one else will, and no one else has to. You have imprinted upon you. You have a certain amount of energy that has led to some sense of low self-worth or not recognizing your own value based on specific things regarding your own origin story. Now that you're getting ready to give another human an origin story, you got to clean out all the gunk, all the energetic attachments and emotional wounding and the consequences thereof from the unique situation of your own origin story. That's the work. All right. Melissa, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. I've been doing the work for some time now. Yes, you have. I can bear witness to this. And feeling progress. Yes, I see it. What type of work is most needed, most beneficial for me now? Come to StaarCon. I know you will. But what else? Honestly, okay. Getting clear on the things that cause you anxiety and how that comes up and how, when you're in a place of anxiety or you're not liking a particular energy, you have no capacity to handle it. You just sort of shut down, which is better than some things that some other people do. Better to shut down than to get into, bizarre behaviors. But that shutting down makes it really hard to navigate things. And so learning a script or learning new ways to confront when an energy gets thrown at you by another person that you don't like, how to work with that and rise with that rather than get shut down by it. Enjoy that. Okay, Jake 5345, who is Robin? So good to see you. I hope you're doing well. I feel like I haven't seen you in so long. So you've just sort of asked for a general, and what we're talking about today is our journey of spiritual healing, that work. So let me just give you some insight on that for you today. Oh my, Jake, I'm getting ready to do that, but this is good. And this is really good because I'm working on the December schedule right now. Can we also do a class on the shadow healing work? It's a great topic. Would love to go over the cards with healing shadow aspects with you and the Tarot fam. Thank you. Thank you. You just made my week easier. Thank you. Really appreciate that. You know, class suggestions, I really appreciate them. And sometimes they fly by and I forget them. So repeated class suggestions are good. Text me with class suggestions. Seriously, it's really appreciated. All right. So Jake, sorry, I didn't forget about you. Here we go. Jake, what you need to know about your journey here is you have really found a way to be at peace with yourself and the world, even when it's hard. And some of that is sequestering yourself. Some of that is sort of recognizing what you can handle and what you can't handle, and honoring that within yourself. And I think that's serving you very well. All right. Gina Rutledge, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Rose, so good to see you. All right. I can totally make this question work with this theme. Yeah, you go for it. You go for it. I'm not sure there are questions that will be off topic for this theme because it is, in a way, so broad. I want to take up a musical instrument. And Rose, thank you for being a member. We really appreciate you. I want to take up a musical instrument. I have both, drums or ukulele. I'm a true beginner at both. One needs to go. Why does one need to go? Why does one need to go? Does one need to go? I hope you don't see my office where I have drums, ukulele, guitars, all kinds of stuff. Why does one need to go? Why does one need to go? I know you believe this, but maybe one doesn't need to go. Maybe it's first one and then the other. You know, they're both percussive instruments. What you learn with one will help with the other in a way. So I'm going to say which one you should do first, because I'm having a hard time believing that one needs to go. So which should you do first? Do drum first. Do drums first. How did I get that? Because of the heart. And the drum beat is the heartbeat. And then go to ukulele. All right. So Gina Rutledge, thanks for being here. Yes, it's off topic. I'm not going to disregard it. I'll do it. And then if you added another question that was more on topic, I'll do that one too, because we love you and we appreciate you being a member. And, you know, you're just this like great supporter of this channel. So, you know, I'll do whatever you want. Was the new attorney I retained a good decision to make? And I'm sorry you're in a position of having to retain an attorney. But I see why you asked the question. Can this attorney do what you need? I think so. Is this the best choice for an attorney? It's okay. It's okay. Is there anything you should have done different or better? I don't think so. This is an unfortunate situation, but I think you've done the right thing. So there you go. All right. 64, Amy Penn. Good to see you. I really enjoyed this week's newsletter. Good. We got cut off here, and I don't see where we come back. Give me a minute here. What I've got, oh, no, I see it. Okay, what work do I need to do? That is a complete sentence. That's a complete question. What work do you need to do? Got it. I love this question. Here we go. Amy, 64 Penn. Oh, 64 Amy Penn. Penn, 64 Amy. Sorry. Here we go. What work do you need to do? Recognizing when it's time to be firm and when it's time to be flexible. Recognizing when it's good to be tenacious or when your tenacity has turned to stubbornness. Recognizing when you're not getting what you need, how to ask for what you need in a way that you have a good chance of actually getting it. Those things. Those are the things. All right. Kathy, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Recently, I was told I've been doing my spiritual work, but I'm not actually living following the spiritual path. I don't really see that clearly. What advice do the cards have for me? Well, okay. The work you're doing, you're doing as much as you possibly can. You've got a lot going on here. Oh my gosh. So I feel like, asking you to do more right now is unfair. You're doing a lot on every level. And then when we talk about actually walking your walk, living following the path, who told you that? Who told you that? Tell them, I'm sorry, I don't know who it was, and maybe it's someone you really love and respect. But if it's someone you don't really love and respect, they've not given you any reason to change that opinion. And if it is someone you do, I think it's okay to love and respect them, but respectfully decline to listen to this statement. And anything they might say in the future might be a little more sus than you thought it was going to be. I'm sorry. Okay, Martha Vink, it's so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Well, Rose, it can absolutely be play or work. It's all of the same. It's all good. Kathy, I love what you and the cards say. Good, 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 good. Okay, Martha. I'm having some challenges in my actual job, personality, and other issues. What's the best way to address them and take care of myself as well? I so often take everything personally, and it may or may not be. And here I would go to, and I'm missing the name, someone give me the name, the 4 agreements. Who wrote the 4 agreements? Don Miguel Ruiz, perhaps? Here we go to the 4 agreements. One of them being take nothing personally. And even if it is personal, don't take it personal. That is the spiritual work right there. And so when we look at all of the difficulties, I feel like addressing, I'm going to learn to take nothing personally. And what that looks like. Is that a good path for you to tackle next to fix this? It is. It would help you so much. How, practically, would you do this? It's real work. It's prayer. It's meditation. It's thinking about it. There are certainly people there to help you. Learning to repackage and reprocess things so that, excuse me, sorry, I don't know if that's your resistance or mine, but I really feel like that's the next egg you want to crack here. All right. Joanne Ellis, so good to see you. When I do tarot on myself, the snagging energy cards come up. I never know sometimes what to do. I know I put one foot in front of another. I just survive and not thrive. Do the cards have any advice? Yeah, that's a great question. Here's the work I think you need to do to fix this. Figure out what it is that's making you angry. I think you've got some sort of deep-seated sense of frustration or anger that has been with you for a long time, that maybe you were told you didn't have a right to be angry about, or what's the point of being angry about. I think you have some anger you need to work through, and that will help get things to flow. Karen Hendershot, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. I've been doing the work. I know you have been. Therapy for quite a while. I feel it's never ending. What does the universe feel I need to work on currently? Recognizing what authorities deserve what respect, and that you yourself are an authority that needs to be respected. That was short and sweet, but I want you to write it down, and I want you to really play with it. What is really true? What authorities deserve respect? How do you deserve respect as an authority that you're not getting? How can you give yourself that respect? How can you allow yourself to be master of your own life? Because you really are. I mean, you live independently, and yet it doesn't feel like you're really in charge of your own life. What can you do to fix that? That's the thing. DH, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Regarding my spiritual work, is there something more I should be doing, something I should stop doing, a new direction that may be beneficial? Thank you so much. And thanks for being a member. We really appreciate you. I don't think there's anything more you need to do, and I don't think there's anything that you should stop doing. Is there any new direction that you should consider? Yeah. And it may be codifying something that you know. It may be writing something, creating a protocol. It may be teaching. It may be, if you're not already offering something professionally, that it may be time to do this. So I feel like it's time to solidify your practice. And maybe that's for your own benefit. Maybe that is for the benefit of others. Kimmy's Divination Station, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Kimmy's got a ticket to StaarCon. She wants to come in person. She needs a hotel roommate to make that financially feasible. If anyone else is in that position and wants to reach out to Kimmy, consider. All right. Kimmy's Divination Station, thanks for being a member. Thanks for being here. I started putting out content on my channel this week. I noticed, so exciting. And I'm setting up a psychic party this weekend. That's fabulous. Will these steps I am taking bear fruit? I mean, every step bears fruit, but this is not enough to get you where you want to be. So I feel like you need to manage your expectations. These are good steps. These are important steps. But they're steps of many, and this will take time. So manage your expectations, because this is a long haul journey. And it will take time. You'll get there, but it will take time. So keep going. All right. Jackie Masters, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Just checking out the feedback real quickly. The next question is going to be, who's going to be the next question? Megan J will be the next question up. Thank you everyone for being here. But let me look at these comments. Rose, Christiana, thank you for the reading. I wanted to let one instrument go. The unplayed sit there in silence. Another thing I have to do, but having done, I'm trying to free myself from such projects. I understand, but what if they could symbolize something different? What if they can symbolize an opportunity that's ready for you when you're ready for them? Rather than letting them be a source of guilt, let them be a source of joy for some time down the road. And if that sometime never comes, who cares? Just a thought. From another person who has unplayed instruments, a lot of them. Trey, I do feel annoyed that I feel as though I've asked you like 20 times about the writing and you've been positive about it every time. I just need to stop questioning and do the work, as you said. Yeah, it's hard. Writers do not have it easy. It's hard. Okay. Megan J, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. How should I move forward in regard to the relationship, friendship situation I'm dealing with now? Should I try to grow through it or let it go? You should absolutely let it go. And this leads right into our topic today, because the fact that you needed to even ask that question, given what you're dealing with here, the fact that you even needed to ask that question suggests where the work you need to do needs to be done. And it's going to be around your self-worth and your own, how you value yourself, and perhaps attachment issues. Rosemarie, so good to see you. Thanks so much for being here. Not sure if this is off topic. We're not going to worry about it. I'm very sad and depressed, but trying not to be. I understand. What do I need to do spiritually to get past this? I cry and try not to. Well, I'm going to tell you right away. Lean into it. Don't try not to. If you want to cry, cry. Seriously. Don't try not to. Just do what needs to be done, and it'll get out sooner. You know, it is in you and needs to come out. And here, when we look at, what you can do, I would say, like, honor what you're feeling. I feel like you have a lot of, sort of secondary emotions to what you're going through. You've got, maybe shame or guilt or anger or fear, all of these things. Understandable, some of them probably not helpful at all. But I think some of it comes back to you being hard on you. And if you could come to a place where you find your voice and you find your power and you find your ability to do what needs to be done, this is going to be a win. It's going to be a win for you and for the people around you. And so sometimes we have to use a very difficult situation to push up against us, to cause us to develop the strength we need to get out of it. And that may be what's going on here. Jackie Masters, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. I feel like there's something I should be doing, but I'm not sure what this is. Can the card shed some light? I feel like something is missing. Is life coaching a good fit? And I don't know if you mean becoming a life coach or having a life coach. I'll read on either because I could see both as, legit possibilities. So let's take a look, potentially at both. So what are you missing? The ability to just be at rest and be okay with it. I think that thing that nags at you, that there's something you should be doing, is born of trauma or dysfunction that was placed upon you, and you can just breathe and be okay. And I think that would be the practice that would benefit you. Now, should you look at having a life coach? I don't know, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Maybe that would be very healing and helpful. Should you look at becoming a life coach? Not at this time, but maybe having one would be good. All right. Trey, is being a tarot reader psychic kind of a life coach? Yeah, it is. And there's this whole, there are institutes of life coaching where you can get certifications, and a lot of tarot readers have those certifications. I've looked into it, but where I'm at now, I just don't see how it would benefit me really. But a lot of people do that as a way of giving some practical skills to their tarot reading, and it absolutely works. But there's a lot of life coaches who have never touched a tarot deck. And a tarot reading can use skills of life coaching and can give benefits of life coaching if the tarot reader works that way, which I happen to do. It's the difference between being what can we see that you need to do for you, and what can we see that's going to happen to you? The second kind of reader would not be a great life coach. All right. Okay, this is a great question, Vaishali. What am I not able to take action toward my goal? Why? Why am I not able to take action toward my goal? Why am I not able to overcome the distractions? It's a great question. Because your goal is really good and you know it's really good and you know if you do it, it's something you've wanted and it will take you in a good place, and that's terrifying. You're afraid of success. You're afraid of failure. You're afraid of all the things. This is very normal, very natural. It happens to all of us, and you just have to overcome it and do it. Okay. Hey, Jeannie Mnuchin. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. In what area of personal growth what areas of personal growth are being addressed right now, and how can I aid the unfolding? Oh, I love that. That's so good. You're so creative. Okay. The area of personal growth that's being addressed for you is that sense of imbalance, that things are not fair for you, that you do not get seen the way you need to be seen. And those are two things. Like, one is the feeling of that and the other is the reality of that. And you're working on addressing both of those things. What can you do? Well, exactly what you're doing. Just keep on doing what you're doing and you'll do it. It's good. All right, my friends. Oh, Kimberly, yes, you did get skipped, and I am so sorry. And I even saw the question. Thank you. Let me go back. Did I skip anyone else? I see it. I don't see anyone else. Karen, this is partly what I'm working on with my therapist. Yep, makes sense. Rose, I love that. I love your reframes. I want a reading of just you reframing my thought processes. That is a lot of what a reading can be with me. Absolutely, whenever you're ready. Good. I'm glad you're open to this. All right. Kimberly. What spiritual work should I focus on to heal and learn from the situationship I was in? That was a hard one. That was a really, really hard one, man. Oh my gosh. Just breathe. What we can learn from it is that a person can be very right and very wrong at the same time. And sometimes you have to try that on to find that out. And you did a good job trying that on, finding that out in a very short period of time. Now, the whole thing was so quick, but so intense. It's like, oh my gosh, it's like a bus just hit you. So you have to do really good self-care to give yourself a time to come back to balance. And what you can learn is that great connections are everywhere. Not every great connection is going to be a great relationship, but this should give you reason to hope, that you can find someone, okay, this one was a great connection that didn't work. But great connections are everywhere, and you know better what to look for now. So I think you'll have better luck next time. There it is. All right. All right. Kimmy, I did you. I definitely did you. Joyous Ocean, I did you. Did I do you? Oh, I did you. Yeah, I did you. And Baby Cakes, I have not done you. I'm going to do you now. What else should I do to help myself better? I am on a healing journey. What else should I do to help myself better? And thank you for being here, Baby Cakes. It's good to see you. Just keep on that journey and do not stray from that journey. Keep on that journey, keep on that journey, keep on that journey. Do not stray. You'll be fine. All right. My friends, last call for readings, y'all. Good to see you all. I hope to see you this evening, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, for our class Mundane Majors. It will be so much fun, and it will boost your tarot reading skills big time. Tell your friends, bring your friends. It is last call for readings, y'all. I am very grateful to all of you. In the description, of course, there is a link to go read the newsletter, and you can subscribe to the newsletter if you have not done so already. Of course, if you're here on this channel for the first time, please do subscribe. There's also a link for StaarCon. Definitely check that link out. Every one of you should have a StaarCon ticket. Even if you just get the virtual, it's not even $20. I think it's $10. General admission ticket will give you so much goodness. You will thank me later. So everyone should have a StaarCon ticket. That's the bottom line. And book a reading with me. The link is right there, and also a link to become a member of this channel. Thank you to all the people who have done that already. All right, my friends, take really good care. I will look forward to seeing you soon. In fact, that soon will be tonight, 7 p.m. Be good.